I never planned to speak publicly about this moment in life. This silence was a personal promise made during difficult emotional nights, a promise built from fear and protection, not from weakness or confusion. Some stories are too heavy inside. Even words struggle carrying them. I believed silence would protect everyone from unnecessary judgment and assumptions. But silence has its own consequences, especially inside the digital world. When you stay quiet too long, others start writing your story. They fill gaps with imagination, not facts or understanding, and slowly those imagined versions begin to feel real online. That is when silence becomes dangerous, not respectful anymore. I watched misunderstandings grow daily without responding or explaining. Each headline felt sharper than before. Each comment felt more personal, not because they were true, but because they were careless. I kept asking myself repeatedly, should I finally speak or not? Every time the answer stayed same. No, do not upload anything because once something is uploaded, it never truly disappears again. Words can be replayed endlessly, misunderstood endlessly as well, and context often gets lost online, especially when emotions are involved. I promised myself protection through silence, thinking time would calm everything, but time did not calm it. It multiplied the noise. People confuse silence with hiding, privacy with guilt and secrets. They assume if someone stays quiet, they must be protecting wrongdoing. That assumption is deeply unfair and emotionally exhausting. Silence is sometimes dignity, not fear or avoidance. But the internet rarely understands dignity. It understands reaction only. This video exists because something changed, not because attention was needed. Something crossed a line quietly, without anyone noticing. The line between curiosity and cruelty, between discussion and damage. I realized staying silent was no longer neutral. It was allowing confusion to grow, and that realization was painful, but necessary for clarity. Uploading this video was never planned. It was a last internal decision. A decision made after many sleepless nights and long personal reflections. I asked myself one simple question: how long can silence carry lies? Because even unintentional rumors hurt, especially when repeated daily, and eventually silence starts hurting more. Then, honest, calm explanation. Let me make something very clear. This is not an exposure. This is not an accusation and not a dramatic reveal. This is a boundary being drawn between truth and imagination. There is a difference between reality and stories created for clicks, and that difference needs reminding sometimes, even if uncomfortable. The internet rewards emotional reactions, not slow, thoughtful understanding. A shocking title travels faster than a balanced explanation. Algorithms amplify what triggers emotion, not what explains responsibly. That is why rumors feel everywhere, even when unsupported, because repetition creates illusion of truth. not evidence or confirmation. Many people never stop to ask, where did this information come from? Who confirmed it officially or verified it responsibly? Instead, they trust edited clips, dramatic thumbnails, and captions. That trust is misplaced and often harmful to real lives. Behind public figures are families, not fictional characters. Fame removes privacy but not humanity, a fact easily forgotten online. People assume public life equals open life, but that assumption is false. Even royalty deserves personal boundaries, especially regarding family matters. Not everything requires public explanation. Some things deserve quiet respect, and refusing to explain everything is not hiding anything. The phrase everyone keeps repeating online was never supported by facts. No credible media outlet confirmed anything. No official source spoke, yet the phrase kept spreading everywhere. Copied, pasted, reused endlessly. That repetition created emotional weight without any factual foundation, and emotional weight influences public perception. Even when false, I delayed this video deliberately, hoping the trend would die. Trends usually disappear quickly online, replaced by new distractions, but this one stayed persistent because curiosity kept feeding it. Curiosity without responsibility becomes dangerous, especially when families are involved. At some point, remaining silent felt like agreement with lies. So this video became necessary, not desirable or exciting. Necessary to draw a line clearly between speculation and reality. Necessary to remind people gently that silence is not scandal. Necessary to slow down assumptions before they harden into belief. This is not about convincing everyone. That is impossible. This is about offering clarity for those willing to listen. If you came here for drama, you will not find it. If you came here for truth, you will find calm, honesty. Sometimes the truth is boring because nothing dramatic happened, but boring truth is still truth and deserves space. I love you, my all fan. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel